guys, welcome to Thespillandgrill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tishinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, let's get started with our stories today. I think you will really enjoy these stories. All right, let's get going. When I was 17, I entered a relationship with someone who was not only over the age of 21, he was also technically in a position of power over me. When it was discovered, the sheriff's department had to get involved due to the nature of his employment. For the remainder of my senior year, the administration, my teachers, and my classmates made my life a living hell. I was blamed for him losing his job. I was blamed for being of questionable morals and character. I was blamed for encouraging a grown-up man to do something illegal and wrong. I was ignored by people who I thought were my closest friends. I was blamed for ruining his life. I was blamed for everything. My senior year was ruined to the point I considered giving up everything I had worked for just to escape the pain of what I had done. It took me until my early 30s to even say the words statutory rape. I literally just stopped blaming myself for what had happened. I did nothing wrong. So today, I learned that it's the 27th anniversary of the Monica Lewinsky scandal. A 24-year-old woman was held accountable for the misdeeds of a grown-ass man in a position of power. The position of power. I was raised to see her as the problem. I was conditioned to believe that she was a whore. She was a slut. She seduced him. She was subjected to mental torture, and the entire world saw her as the terrible person. Monica Lewinsky deserves an apology, and she deserves our utmost respect. She emerged from this trauma an intelligent, strong, hilarious, and inspiring human. Thank you for paving the way for us survivors, Monica. And then she puts a heart.
Bless her. That's a nice ending, actually.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank you for paving the way.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for paving the way, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And I hope that you never let anyone treat you like ever again.
I don't think she will. After having that experience, no way.
Yeah,
and having that experience so young, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm sure that this poster emerged from that and has become a bigger and stronger person for it.
Yeah.
So he lost a job, as he should.
As he should, yeah, as he should.
But she was blamed. Even her teachers, got involved.
I'm just even trying to think, at 17, that's crazy.
Yeah, they made her life a living hell.
Whoa, I can't even imagine being in a situation like that, if that makes sense, you know? She must have just been so scared.
And even if she consented, right? Even if she had feelings for the man, he should have been the bigger person because he was the older person. He was the adult in this situation, and he should have stopped himself, knowing that he could lose his job.
He didn't care, Sarah.
No, he didn't care because he just wanted to...
He wanted to have...
Yeah, that's all. With a 17-year-old. And he probably wanted to groom her.
Oh, it's horrible. It's so disgusting. It makes my skin crawl. So he was not thinking of anything. He was just thinking, I want to have sex with this girl.
Right.
Regardless of her age, actually.
Yeah.
So he wasn't... I think he thought he wasn't going to lose his job.
Yeah. But he knew there was a risk. He just didn't care because he was thinking with his... Actually, I have a friend. This is a terrible story, but I'm going to share it. She was confronted by this guy, and my friend at a very young age was very voluptuous, okay? Very early in her teens, got big boobs, this tiny.
So she was
tiny,
well-developed.
Well-developed, yes. Let's keep it at that. And this guy came up to her. He's talking to her. He's kind of, he's hitting on her. He wants her number. And she's like, how old are you? I'm 15, and she could tell that he's a little bit older. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I'm 21. And, at 15, when you think you know everything about the world and you think you're so mature and you think you're an adult. And she was like, okay, 6 years. It's not that bad, is it? I mean, it's totally illegal and it's totally disgusting. But at that time, she's like, okay, 21's not too bad. She found out later, much later, after lots of things had happened, he was 31.
Oh my God.
How awful is that?
That's disgusting. I mean, from his side, it's disgusting.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, she has no fault in this.
Oh,
I mean, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, but don't you think those men have some sort of issue, some sort of trauma to go for women of that age? Like a minor?
Yeah, but like you've got to respect the law and not engage in pedophilia, which is technically
Basically
what it was.
It is. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, it's just it makes me feel sick. It's so vile.
It's so gross. Look at Celine Dion and her husband. They met when she was 14. I mean, they dated later, but she was also like more than 30 years younger than him.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, she loved him, but I think she was conditioned to love him.
You think?
What the hell does she know? It's the only guy she knows.
But there's so
14.
many stories like this, and then they last forever. Like he's died now. Like he died of like a disease or something like that. But there's a lot of couples like this.
But she loved him because she didn't really get a chance to explore anything else.
Yeah, okay.
You know? And I agree. So I remember the Monica Lewinsky scandal. And first of all, it should be called the Bill Clinton scandal. Mm-hmm. It was the president, literally the man in charge of a country who was married. Let's not forget that part.
Yeah, that's true. He was.
Who had sexual relations with a younger woman. I think he was in his 50s. She was 24. Now, fine. You're an adult at 24. But your frontal lobe is still developing. The frontal lobe is that part of that brain that allows you to make proper decisions. I don't even think my frontal lobe is fully developed, to be honest. So yeah, she was 24. It's different than being 17, and they were both guilty in this case, but she got dragged through the mud. Yeah, she was for years, right till this day.
Yeah, exactly.
Till this day, you say Monica Lewinsky, you know what she's known for, right? And I do feel like this poster is correct. She deserves an apology. We were taught to think that she was the problem. When was it really her? She was a young woman, and imagine you've just finished school. It's your internship,
and you're working
for the president.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Even if she seduced him, he was still in a position of power, and I believe he was in his 50s at the time, 40s or 50s. Like you said. And he was a married man. Oh. That poor woman. I remember the media. They dragged her.
I can imagine.
Oh my God. She was made fun of on SNL. Homewrecker, like everything. Meanwhile, President gets a slap on the wrist, which is so not fair. But she did come out of it a stronger woman. She has given TED Talks, I believe. I think she's written a book. And she has several businesses under her belt. So good for her. She's a trauma survivor. And we all know how hard that can be. So... Yeah, good for her. And I myself, on behalf of myself and other women, I do apologize to Monica Lewinsky because I did believe she was a bad person at the time. And I'm so sorry for this girl. Like that guy, I mean, I'm happy that he lost his job. At least he didn't just get like a slap on the wrist. I'm happy that his life or part of his life was ruined because he deserved it. He's the one who engaged in a relationship with a minor. He is the older person, the person of authority. So why shouldn't he get punished for it? And that girl should have been supported. People should have supported her. They should have told her, "Hey, I'm so sorry this happened to you." Not shamed her.
She must have felt so like alone.
Yeah. And maybe even like heartbroken on multiple levels. That's so sad. I mean, no, you were mistreated by him and by your community. You were completely let down.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, if it's a school or whatever, like they really didn't have her back at all. It's so crazy that no one is even pointing fingers at him. They haven't kind of exploited him in a way, like for what he has done. So he understands it's wrong because, okay, so he lost his job. What's not to say he's going to do it somewhere else?
Exactly.
Right.
And she said, I was ignored by people who I thought were my closest friends. And I was blamed for ruining his life.
You didn't ruin his life.
He ruined his own life.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God. But it's always like that, isn't it? It's always...
with everything.
Like, think about, like, a young girl gets pregnant. Let's say, like, a 15-year-old girl gets pregnant. Mm-hmm. Who do you blame? Oh my God, it's the girl. She should have shut her legs, right? While boys will be boys.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The part where they're like, oh, we had to question your morals. It's like, shut up. Like, don't piss me off. Like,
right?
Don't.
This girl was 17 and she was slut-shamed for the doings of an older man.
And they want to question her morals. Shall we
what
not
about your
question the
morals?
guys as well? Shall we question his morals?
Yeah. What about his morals? What about the teacher's morals? The friend's morals?
Everyone's morals, like, actually.
How
It's a bit
awful.
strange how they're just turning it on her.
Right? You know what? Those people, the people that treated you poorly, there's something wrong with them, not with you.
I agree. It's actually really disappointing to know that everyone that around you blamed you.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre to me.
I can only imagine how you must have felt during that time. But I'm so glad that you got out of it and you didn't leave school.
Yeah.
And I hope that you found like a better partner and better people in your life so that you have people that support you and love you, because that's what you deserve. This is a man who should have known better, and he mistreated you.
Yeah, and I hope you know it was never your fault from the beginning. Like, never, for sure.
Okay, well, I think we'll move on to the next story.
Okay. Oof, that was a deep one.
Yeah.
That was like intense.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, guys. I dated this guy for 2 years. He cheated with an escort. Without drama or many words, I exited the situation. Recently, I was at this Indian restaurant and the waiter brought what used to be my favourite drink. I looked around. I saw him waving. I took the Cartier watch I had on my wrist that he had given me, dropped it into that drink and sent it back to him, then waved back at him with my middle finger and a wink. Then continued dinner with my friends. It was kind of awesome. That's the whole story.
Oh,
High five.
yes. High five to you, girl.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Waved, dropped the Cartier watch in the drink, middle finger and a wink. Hun, he must have been dying inside.
I
would
wish-
have been.
I wish I could have seen his face.
Yeah.
Oh my
actually,
God.
That would have been priceless.
I love your response.
Me too.
Absolutely
I'm just
love
thinking
the
of that.
response.
Just taking off the watch and put it in the...
Can you imagine him going from like smiling to like...
She had that watch that whole time, probably wasn't thinking anything of it, and then saw him and was like, I actually want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Female empowerment.
It really
I love
is,
it.
actually. Her girlfriends must have been like,
Yes, yes. I applaud you.
We definitely do. That's some
Yes.
moves right there.
I don't know if I'd want to return the Cartier watch. That's the only thing.
To be honest, I would, because it's just a reminder of the really.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just take, or sell it.
Yeah.
Sell it and get the money. I like how she said, I just exited the relationship without drama or many words.
Good for you.
I think
Not
that's the
many
best-
women would
yeah,
do that.
and it's a good way to do it. You know, it's one thing to cheat with someone else. It's another thing to cheat with an S.
Right.
Like, cheating is, I don't condone it. I never have done. But to cheat with an S, you're paying for sex. It's so random to me.
Right.
It's so random. Like, why?
Right.
It's, I don't know. I
don't
can't
get it.
my head around. No. I'd love to know if anyone wants to write.
Yeah,
in
if you want
why.
to let us know why a man would cheat not only with another woman, but with an... Why?
He clearly has money, because if he gave her the Cartier
Yeah.
bracelet, a watch, which is a lot of money. So I know he can obviously pay for it. But beside the point, like, why? You know, it's people that have money, this pisses me off, that do things like this. They just know, you know, like, they just throw money at a situation, but hun, she is the one that left you with not many words.
Yeah.
So if anyone's the bigger person, it's her.
Maybe he thought he could like redeem himself a little bit by remembering how her favorite drink is served. I don't know. I mean, he just sounds like an idiot.
It's ego, isn't it? It's ego and money and just, I don't know, bullshit, really.
Yeah,
It's
that makes me sick.
Yeah, because what else is it? Like, why did he send the drink over? Her favorite.
It just makes zero sense that he thought that she would happily accept the drink.
It's true. Like, he thought she would happily accept the drink and be like, cheers.
Yeah, oh,
you cheated on me
thanks.
2 years ago, so cheers. Like,
The drink makes it so much better. Oh, everything's forgiven now.
but
Cheers.
that's why I think he's sending it, just to be like, we're cool.
No, we're not cool.
I know. I know.
No.
I would be throwing the drink at him.
That's true. That's another one. That would have been nice. And then keep the Cartier watch. Pawn it.
Exactly. Yeah, get the money. Exactly. No, good for her. But that must have just been such a reaction that she was just like,
I love the way you handled the situation, and good for you. And you will find so much better than that.
Exactly. And the fact that she says, I looked and then I saw him waving, like he has audacity to even wave.
Right?
Like, no, hun, we're not at a baseball game where it's like, hey, like, no. Like, what are you doing? It's like, I don't know. I find people very strange.
Oh, yeah.
And he is definitely one of them.
He did you a favor. You obviously deserve better. First of all, he's proven that he's a freaking idiot and he's a cheater. So... he did you a favor. I know it doesn't feel like that at the time, but obviously you're bigger, you're smarter, you're better than he is, and I'm sure you will find someone 10 times better.
You've probably inspired a lot of us.
Yes. All right. I think that's it.
Yes. So guys, if you have any stories, any submissions that you want to send in, we will leave the email on the screen, thespillandgrill@gmail.com. Remember, full disclaimer, we are not doctors, professionals, therapists, psychotherapists. We don't have PhDs in these things.
We're not even dating coaches.
No, exactly.
None of the above and all of the above. We are none of that. We are two girls that like to talk. We like to share stories. We've all been through it. We want to create a community. And that is it. We are not alone and you are not alone.
Exactly. So if you are watching us on YouTube, you have been watching The Spill and Grill. And if you are listening on Spotify, thank you for listening to The Spill and Grill. I am Tashinga.
And I am Sarah.
Take care, guys.
Bye.